Hey everyone! If you're watching this, that means that you love wooden guinea pig houses as much as I do. Now if you're a guinea pig owner, you know that the poop and the pee can be a major problem. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now there are several ways that you can seal your wooden guinea pig house, but I'm not going to talk about any of those. I'm going to talk about what I use preferably, and that's beeswax. It is 100% natural and it is totally safe for your guinea pigs. Now if you have a really dirty building, I advise that you go at the end of my video, and I talk about how I clean one of my buildings. And this one here I did before, and you can see that the staining really came out of this wood. I love how it turned out. So like I said, if you have a dirty building, you can go check out that part of my video. So what you will need is, of course, beeswax, and another thing is a white washcloth. I want to stress that again, that a white washcloth will be your best bet, because if you use a colored wash rag, when you're waxing, the color can actually come off of your rag and go onto your building, and we don't want that. So again, white washcloth is definitely the way to go with this. And another thing is the blow dryer. It works out really well when you're putting your wax on there. It helps soften it. So again, it makes it a lot easier when you're doing that. And one more thing is the solid bar beeswax. I want to stress again that I love using that because it's a little more work, but it tends to last a lot longer, at least with my buildings they do. So all in all, I think that's everything that you guys need. How's about we get into waxing a building?
When I wax my buildings, I only wax the inside walls, the bottom, and just a little bit on the bottom outside of the walls. I focus my attention on the walls without doors. That back corner is where most of the urine staining is going to be. I work the wax into the wood just like coloring with a crayon. It takes a lot of pressure to make sure to get enough wax on the wood. I only do about 2/3 of the way up the wall, because that's as high as you need to protect, plus it saves a lot of work. Make sure and work the wax into the corners very well. Now let's speed up this waxing and get to the blow dryer. When using a blow dryer, it's best to do one wall at a time. When the wood and the wax are good and warm, we can start rubbing the wax into the wood with our white cloth. When you're done buffing the wax in, check the areas with water to make sure you have a good seal. If the water beads and runs off, you're good. If any wetness shows up in the wood, let it dry really well and wax that area again. This building is sealed well and ready for the guinea pigs to do their worst.
Hey everyone! I goofed. I showed you the back of my building in the waxing part when I should have showed you what I really washed was the side in my washing video. Now, I love all in all real quick how the stains came out of this part of the building. I think it is ready to wax at this point. I just wanted to clear that up for you guys. So I think all in all, I think we're ready to get into the washing part of the video.
Washing this building is going to take a little time, So I'm going to speed up the film so that we can get through this a little faster. When I wash my buildings, I like to use dish soap. I put it on a little heavy and work it in anywhere urine staining has occurred. Once I have the soap worked into the area, I'll use a medium coarse bristle brush to scrub it. If your scrub brush is pulling up fibers from the wood, it's too stiff. Find a softer brush. I try not to soak the building. I put my brush under the water and then bring it to the area I'm cleaning. Depending on where you got your wooden building, you might have to be a little careful about how much water you use. The wood glue I use on my buildings is water resistant and holds up well to this type of cleaning. It will be hard to tell how much of the stain came out when the building is wet. Dry it with a towel and let it air dry. Once it's dry, if you're not happy with the results, you can wash it again. Just keep in mind the stain won't completely disappear. You just want to make sure it's clean.